Proof by Morgan Wallen is going to be played in standard tuning and then capoed on the 3rd fret of the guitar. From this point forward, I'll be referring to these fret numbers as though the capo or the nut and calling them frets 1, 2, and 3 as opposed to the real fret numbers of 3, 4, and 5. Okay, the song is going to be finger-picked, and the picking pattern is going to be very simple. You'll be going thumb, and then either first or second finger on strings, primarily wanting to emphasize each time the open string 3, but I feel like I can hear string 4 ringing open, sneaking into most of these chords. So if you want to just put your first and your second finger on the 4th string and the 3rd string so that you can pluck up simultaneously with both of those, that's the way that I'm playing most of these chords. And then your thumb will be hitting whatever is being fretted on strings 5 or 6 as we migrate between some notes there. So the first one will be thumb down with your second finger is going to be on the 5 string 3 fret. So pluck that and then pluck up with your first and second fingers on strings 3 and 4 open. And then after like each thumb pluck, you're going to slap the strings to get a percussive feel, like so thumb pluck, that sort of feel. Thumb pluck. I guess that's really kind of more the feel of thumb pluck, slap, thumb pluck, slap, thumb pluck, thumb pluck, slap, thumb pluck, slap, thumb pluck, slap will be the rhythm for most of it. So there is one exception where it doesn't just go thumb, pluck, slap each time. There's one part that it goes like thumb, pluck, slap. And I'll talk about that in just a second. So we've got the first note, is where we're at. Next, I go with my pinky finger to the 5 string 5 fret, and I pluck it with my thumb and immediately slide up to the 5 string 7 fret. So notice, instead of just going straight to that fret, we're sliding to it. After you get to the slide, you're not going to pluck with your thumb again because that's already been plucked. That rhythm is already hanging in the air there. So we pluck now with our first and second fingers on the open strings 1 and 3. Open strings 3 and 4. Hit the slap. Then we're going to come down to the 6 string 3 fret with our first finger. Pluck that with your thumb down, and then pluck up with first and second fingers, strings 3 and 4. And here is where I was talking about one exception to it not just being thumb and then pluck and thumb and pluck. So whenever you hit this first G, you're going to just let that, you're going to hit the first G, pluck behind it, and then you're going to come back and pluck thumb again here on the 6 string 3 fret, and right behind that second pluck, you'll go with your ring finger to the 6 string 5 fret and slide it to the 6 string 7 fret immediately, kind of like we did up here on the 5 string. Once you get to the 6 string 7 fret with your ring finger, that's when you hit the second pluck of strings 3 and 4 open. So that we've got, very slowly so far, so that G again. Alright, the last move, after you get to that 6 string 7 fret, you pluck it, and then you're going to go thumb, or you're going to go first finger to the 5 string 5 fret, pluck that with your thumb, and then up with your first and second fingers on strings 3 and 4, slap. And that's the end of the cycle, and it just cycles over and over after that. on. So, pretty simple song and approachable for beginners. That is You Proof by Morgan Wallen. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how to approach the song.